Hi. Hi, welcome to Talk Comics to Me. We'll never be get together again.
Never again. We live in two different spots now.
It's too cold. Our work schedules are different.
We're tired.
We are tired. Someday though, we'll do it again. So yeah, welcome to Talk Comics to Me. I'm Champ Champenstein. It's Champ Champenstein.
I'm Heather, and it's time for Champin' Time.
Yes, it is. I don't have anything fun. We're here to talk about comic books. Heather, do you have anything fun?
I actually do. Look at this shirt.
Take it off. Yeah, that is a good shirt.
She's got her boobs out. I love this shirt. Anyway, that's all I got.
It was worth it. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead and start us off.
Okay, cool. I have this. This is called The Forest. Is this a Fantagraphics book?
I think so. I think it's on the back, like on the back cover.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is a Fantagraphics book. This is 25 images, no words whatsoever. I'm just going to show you a couple pages here because it's just absolutely incredible. I love this book. I'm going to read the back to you because it just sums it up. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to explain. A young boy dives into the depths of the forest where he is confronted with the greatest fears of humankind. In doing so, he is forced to choose his own path. So 25 images of a young boy who is kind of facing life and death.
All right. Yeah. I looked at all of that. So
yeah, it was very good. I liked it a lot. I like this artist. I've seen something else that he does too. I can't remember if it was an actual book or if it was just on like Instagram or something, which is why I ordered this to begin with, but beautiful. Highly recommend it. You know how we are about money. It's a bit steep, but I do think it is worth every penny.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't as much as I thought it was originally, so.
Right. It is $16.99, but it's hardcover. It's like a little oversized book, and the art is quality. So, again, I recommend it. I don't think it was a waste of money at all.
No kidding. Okay. I have regarding the matter of Oswald's body. That's what I was going for. This is issue number 4. I think there's only one more issue or maybe 2 more issues. They helped get Lee Harvey Oswald out of trouble. And now they are getting to know who Lee Harvey Oswald is, and he's just like a giant fucking asshole.
They're really getting to know him.
Yeah, it's just like he's just being a dickweed.
I would say based off of every thing that I've read about Lee Harvey Oswald, because I did go through a period when I was younger where I was obsessed with JFK. Not the assassination, mind you, just JFK. And so, of course, all the assassination stuff came with it. And then I became like mildly obsessed with Lee Harvey Oswald because I was like, who the fuck is this man? He's a dick. He's a real turd.
Yeah, that's basically what this does. It's just like, yep, he's just garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a very like full of himself. Yeah.
Turd.
Yeah, just like a bunghole. We're gonna take it full circle.
Oh, I love it.
I have now proven that people do use the word bunghole.
It's mostly us. We use bunghole all the time.
Only because that comic.
Hold on, my cat's eating my dog food.
That's all I have to say about regarding the matter of Oswald's body.
Okay. Now, how does that? The story is like his body disappears.
So the story is that this group of people gets hired to do a thing, and basically they don't know what they're doing until they get like into the thick of it. And basically, yeah, it's switching out Lee Harvey's body with somebody else's body and then like getting him to escape, basically.
Okay, that's what it was. I I keep getting like that and like Department of Truth Lee Harvey Oswald like mixed up a little bit. So I like keep getting them like I can't remember which story that is with him and then his
Yeah.
body. Okay.
And this just kind of talks about like how, history is going to just remember this dude and just like how nothing is going to change, but we're going to remember this like shitty dude. So
it's true.
yeah.
It's like they knew. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
So this is what's the furthest place from here? Ooh, there we go. This is issue number 4.
This is the picture on the back. I love it. It's so cute.
Because it's like a clown.
Yep.
So yeah, they're just having a carnival. So it's like a meeting of all the families, and they're really pissed off at what's the main family called?
I don't remember what their name is. Academy?
Yeah, I think so. They say it more than once in here.
Right. I kept getting like mixed up with them because I feel like they were never introduced as Academy like before. They were just kind of referred to as it. So I didn't know if that was their actual name or if that was just how they were just like saying hey to them,
Yeah. Yeah, they're the Academy.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
the Academy is there with all of the other groups, and all the other groups are just very upset with them because they keep breaking the rules.
so there's some people making deals, some people getting into fights, and some people still just looking for Sid, desperately looking for Sid.
Yep. Who is your favorite?
Who's my favorite?
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite in here?
I don't know if I do really have a favorite, honestly. Maybe Merle, but I also feel bad for him because everybody's so mean to him.
Yeah, I like Meryl quite a bit. Oberon is my favorite.
I was gonna say Oberon's otherwise like pretty good.
I like him a lot. I used to have that haircut when I was in high school. That's probably why I like him.
Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I still enjoy this book. It's like the pacing's interesting in it. I really like the shortness of like the chapters.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I really like how the story is split into the chapters and how each one has like their own little titles, which a lot of chapters do, but I don't know. I do like that a lot. Did you read the stuff at the back too?
I read some of it, not all of it.
So in the back, they include like the process of how they made the comics and stuff, which I thought was really interesting. But they have letters to the creators, and you got to read them because they're really good. I've been doing this thing lately where I've been reading everything in the book, including the ads, like literally everything, so that I don't miss anything. But yeah, I've been going back and reading like all of the author's notes and stuff like that they include. But there's one question in here right now where they ask, what are some of your favorite punk comics, directly inspired, full of references, just vibes, or etc. And they talk about their favorite books, and there's a lot of really good ones in there. So I just wanted to bring that up because there's some of them that I've also never heard of, and now I want to check them out. But yeah, very good.
I'm like, what's in there?
There's, I mean,
it's fine. I'll read it. You're good.
No, it's like the ones that Tyler talks about are the ones that I like recognize. But Matthew Rosenberg, when he talks about him, like a lot of them, I was like, never heard of them. So yeah, now I'm gonna have to read them.
All right, ready?
I am.
Okay, so this is Primordial. Wow, this looks like way better on like a on a camera.
Yesterday I liked it because when I was far away, that was when I noticed what it was. When I got up close, I didn't like when you had said, oh, the wolf or the dog or whatever. I was like, no, that's like space. Because I was up close. But then when I went far away, that was when I noticed that it was like the dog. Yeah. But when you're up close, it looks like it's, it's space. Like those are stars, planets, all that kind of stuff. I was just like, oh, that's sick. But yeah, it's a very pixelated wolf. It could be space too.
No, it definitely could. I don't disagree. Yeah, and as you say that, I'm like, oh yeah, I see more what you're saying.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's because
it was cool.
I saw the original like photo solicit for it, and it looks like it does from far away. So
That's fair. It's an illusion.
it is an illusion. So this is the end of this little mini series. It ends in a very, like I was telling Heather, Jeff Lemire way, where it's feels very confusing, but also like it's supposed to be confusing and not necessarily make like the most sense, but it does like wrap itself around in the end to like have a very like nice conclusion. It gave me a little emotions.
Yeah, no, I straight up cried. Like I knew I was gonna cry when I opened to the first page and Abel is just saying like all bad. Abel's scared. I was like, no, I can't do this right now. But yeah, no, the end was very good, and it's like we always say, it just comes full circle.
Yeah, it did a really great job. I really, really love the story a lot. I don't think it would necessarily be for everybody though, for sure.
I don't. I was gonna say more about how it made me cry, but no, I thought it was a very solid story, and I notoriously don't like stories about like space. So
That is true.
yeah, it's very I've been just getting in there, just trying to do more.
I am excited for this Bone Orchard mythos business that's going to be coming up here. The passageway starts June 2022.
hmm
And
I'm excited for Tenement. I have no idea what it's going to be about, but the name sounds really cool. There's just a lot of cool things that are going to be coming out soon. Plus that on the next page it says that new line that's coming out.
mhm.
I can't remember what it's called. Ncbd.
It's a yeah, he had a whole thing on how to say it. And
I know. But there's just a lot of cool stuff that's going to be coming out soon that I am very excited about, like horror and otherwise.
yeah, same. All right, go ahead, dude.
All right. So, this is a weird one. This is Forsaken. It's called The Last Days of Us. Forsaken. It's a Second Sight Publishing book. I don't recall ever having any books, and I could very well be lying right now, just because I get like random number ones of things that seem interesting, and then I'm like, oh, this is so dumb, so I never read it. So it's very possible I have read a Second Sight book before. This was not dumb, but it was just very weird. So it is it's about like a demon hunter. I don't know what else to call him. So it's a demon hunter who the days leading up to like Halloween, obviously the veil is a lot thinner, and he's going around like trying to figure out exactly what demon is trying to get through. There's like clues that are like leading up to it. He finds like an artifact, I guess, that is kind of a hint as to what is happening, but he has the help of his lover, his wife, girlfriend, mistress. I don't know. He bangs her in here, and it is
He bangs her in here.
yes, and it is graphic. But yeah. Anyway, they bang.
How graphic? Like
I
you see the P enter the V.
No, but you're not really left with a lot of wonder. Like it's very clear what's happening. Like look at that.
Oh yeah.
It's very obvious. But anyway, they bang. This is on the same page. This is the artifact. It's watching them bang.
Oh, it's tiny.
Yeah, it's a tiny little thing. But she is also assisting him. She's going around and like asking. I guess she's more of like an underground criminal, whereas he is more as of a cop.
It's like a Batman Catwoman thing.
Yeah, kind of. Except it's in the late 1800s. So it's like it's strange, but I did really enjoy the story because there's also like their story where they're trying to figure out what is happening, but then you also get the story with the demon, the entity or whatever, and you get like glimpses of the mayhem he is causing. I like him a lot. He's a good character. But yeah, he's more of a Joker, I guess.
So you're just reading 1800s Batman.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
With banging.
And they're like real grown up too. Like they're gray hair grown ups and stuff. So it's like old Batman, Catwoman, and just like a more serious Joker. So yeah, it's weird.
Is it good? Do you like it though?
I do. It was, I mean, despite all of its weirdness, I do really like stories that take place in like Victorian London. Like that's my bag, baby. But I am curious to see exactly what this demon is like doing, like what is it summoning or awakening, like what is happening. So yeah, I just don't know how many like issues it's supposed to be because it's this very small publisher. So I don't know even if I'm gonna get a second issue.
Yeah, who knows at that point.
Yeah, my one complaint, I don't really like the art, but it's the lettering for me, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't like the lettering, and I feel like that's such a minor thing to complain about because I can read it. I know what it says. It tells the story just fine. I just don't like the way that it looks.
I think that's a valid complaint about a comic book.
Yeah. But again, it's a very small publisher, so you know, these are all my problems.
So you are, is it on your pull file then?
I think so. I think I added it. I don't know. Polls were weird this week, so I'm just not sure like what I have added and what I didn't. Like I'm not sure if I added that Cult of Icarus book or if I just added or like special ordered the first one. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to check. I forgot to do it today. I ordered a bunch of those Vampirella, Dracula love story ones because there was one cover that was just I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I never wanted to do it, but
I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna move on.
thank you. I appreciate that. I just had to tell you.
I have Hellboy. This is the Bones of Giants. This is the last issue, issue number 4. Hellboy is possessed with the ghost of Thor, and he's going to fight a frost giant king.
Laufey?
No, Themir.
Okay, yeah. You never know what universe it's going to be in because Laufey in Norse mythology was a woman.
But anyway, yeah, that's this book. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself.
Okay.
Maybe you'll get more Hellboy books. Who knows?
All the Hellboy books that I've read, I have really enjoyed. It's just never something that I'm like, yeah, I need to add that.
Yeah, I don't know. I like said I did this kind of randomly, like, well, why not?
Yeah.
Like I don't dislike the character, so why not try it out?
I should start doing that because honestly, when I'm scrolling through previews and I see Hellboy, I just keep going. Like I would have read that one for sure.
Oh yeah, no, this like I said, this one is definitely something that's like straight up your alley, which is maybe why I picked it up because I maybe just like read this list and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds interesting, and I was just like, okay,
yeah.
I like Hellboy. This is something I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm. Sounds very fun. So maybe I'll have to pay more attention.
All right, so this is Detective. This is issue number 1053.
It's my favorite cover, is one I was telling you about. It's
yeah, it is. It is a good one. And it is gross. He looks very disgusting.
I know. And when I saw this, I was like, ew, I cannot believe that, but I love it so much.
He's kind of got those eyes that follow you around.
Yeah. And he looks greasy. Like if my hair was not in a ponytail right now, that's what it would look like. But yeah, no, this just continues the story of how Arkham Tower fell. It's going a little more in depth as to like what Nightwing is doing in there and how psychopathic Pirate. I almost called him Pirate Pete and Psycho Pete, and that's none of those are right. So I was just making sure I was saying it right.
Yeah, Psycho Pirate.
Psycho Pirate. And
Which also doesn't sound real, honestly.
No, it doesn't. That's why I was like, is that right?
Even for like a Batman character like that, I don't know, it sounds like a sex move.
Psycho. I like that. That's so gross. But yeah, it's more of the tower. This was part 7 of it. So hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, that made it seem like I just want it over with, but I think we're getting closer to the end of it.
Yeah, and it definitely has to come to like a conclusion because it's like it's definitely hit its point of like, okay, you've shown us all of the like pieces and what's happening, and this is kind of like one of those issues that like fills it in a little bit more.
Right.
But now it's like, okay, we gotta get done with this.
Get to it, because
Yeah.
there was that one issue where no one knows where Nightwing is within it, which I think that was like this issue before that, how it kind of explains why he went out.
Yeah.
But I just want to know how they all get out. Like, I want to know all of that. I do want it to be done because I'm at the point now where I'm like, okay, you're like dragging this on. We know what's happening inside of it. Just like give it to me.
Mm-hmm. I don't disagree. All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So this is Batman, the Night. Batman, the Night. There we go. Batman, the Night.
The Night Batman. Yes. He's in little old Paris.
He's got a boner for a hot, sexy, older cat burglar lady, which explains a lot of things later on.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, that really sets the stage for how things go later in his life.
But yeah, just kind of take on Bitman origins. It's fun. I do really like it. I do like what Chip's doing. Like, I enjoyed this issue quite a lot. I really like the art and colors, but it, like, I don't know, once again, it is just a Batman story. What is happening right now? What do you...
I did really like this issue, and yeah, the art is really good in it. I like how Bruce is drawn in here because he's obviously a lot younger, but he just looks so dumb. He looks so dumb, and I love dumb Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. What are you doing?
But yeah, that's it. And he's just getting into the minds of criminals so he can learn how to hunt them better.
Yeah, that's a better way to describe that. But
old lady cat burglar.
It's true.
No, I know. He put Wayne moves on her, and she said, "Honey,
that's the only thing I took out of the issue."
I was like waiting for it the whole time too, and then when they showed him in his little undies, I was like, "Oh shit, here it goes."
Sorry. Cats everywhere.
I know. My cat's being a dick right now. He's just staring at me like this. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, I've got Cult of Icarus. This is issue number 1. It's a scout book. I honestly didn't even think that I had ordered this one, which is why I don't know if I special ordered it or added it. I read this last week because I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to read it. This is just a story about a young orphan. She finds a book that was left to her by her parents. So she goes to like a bookstore and is like, "Hey, can you tell me anything about this book?" And the owner's like, "The people who own that book are dead." She's like,
I know.
What?
She's like, I know, right? Because the book's from her parents, right?
But it turns out that like he was the one who had given the book to her parents. Like, he was friends with them and stuff. So he was supposed to like protect her, look after her and stuff, but he couldn't handle like the responsibility of a child. So he turned her into like a foster home. So she grew up in the system. So she's very like, you know, stereotypical troubled kid. But it's a vampire story. I forgot to mention that part. It's about vampires.
A vampire?
So the book has something to do with vampires.
Okay.
And it also is tied to how her parents were killed. But this is more of an introduction as to like who she is, what she is doing with this book, and then how this man who knew her parents is trying to help her uncover this like mystery of the book.
Okay.
Yeah. It was all right. The art, I surprisingly liked for how like rough and like, I don't know. It was just weird. I think for the story, the art works really well. The pages also smell really good. The cover feels nice.
Yeah, the cover does feel nice. I do
Yeah.
remember that.
So yeah, I mean, like if I didn't add this, I'm definitely going to because I am curious, but it was a pretty good first issue. Yeah.
Okay. So I have Homesick Pilots. This is issue number 12. Getting pretty deep into this business, but just haunted houses and haunted people fighting each other and giant mechs right at the moment. I really like this issue a lot. There's something about like the narration and the like beat of like the way the narration went. It felt almost like song lyrics, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain it or if my brain was just trying to make it work in that way, but it just, I don't know, there's something about it that felt like that. But there's a really interesting like flashback memory thing. And so like the colors are way different.
I
And
love
like,
that.
sorry.
I love books that do that. That reminds me of that like Nomen Omen book that I read.
Yeah, so it's just like so much like so starkly different from like the regular stuff that you see in the issues. But yeah, I really like this story because it's just like about friendship and like love and also just like the lengths you go to do things, and I don't know, it's interesting. It's like it's been a really like wild ride, and I do want to probably go back and read it all together once it's finally like finished, but it's been so enjoyable so far.
Wasn't that only supposed to be one story arc?
I don't know.
Okay, because
I might be,
thought it was.
because for some reason I thought it was only supposed to be 6 issues, but maybe I was making that up.
Okay. I mean, they seem to be able to keep going, so
Yeah, I don't think it could go much farther.
right. Okay. Cool.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so this is Rain. This is issue number 2. I I don't know. I don't know. So Honeysuckle is grieving the death of her partner after the needle rain, and decides that she needs to tell her, I can't remember her partner's name, even though she says it like several times. Yolanda has to tell Yolanda's dad that Yolanda and her mother died, and she sets off to Denver.
Yeah, and she runs, and of course, with every like post-apocalyptic type thing, there is a religious cult within it who saw the end of days. Yeah. So of course that is in here, but it's not done in a pretentious way like it normally is. I liked how they got rid of them.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're not gone for good, but I like how they temporarily got rid of them, and I do like the guy that she ends up meeting up with to like help her. My one complaint about this, and again, it's a very minor one, was the cat. Did not like the cat. Which I didn't mean like, oh, I hated that cat, like fuck that cat. No, I don't like seeing animals being hurt, whether it is in TV, movies, comics. I didn't like it in here just because it looked like it was stretching, and it made me sad because I was like, no, don't stretch because those nails are going to hurt you even more.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the only thing I didn't like about it. I really like this story. I like how I got so excited talking about that cat that I just spit on the back of my comic. But I like how they don't really know what caused the rain. They have like theories and stuff like that, and I love, love, love the kid.
Yeah, I do really love the kid. If anything happens to him, I will scream on the top of my lungs.
I will kill someone.
It's just like interesting how this story does such a great job of like, I don't know, we're 2 issues. I feel very strong connection to all of the characters, like no matter who they are. And like even that first issue just like was so hit so well. I don't know what it is about it, if it's just like the pacing of the story and the art, but like the art and colors are also just like so wonderful. You know, there's something just like really good. And it's a really good creative team.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, like you were saying about the characters, the new character that they just introduced in this one, I love him. Although I do wish he was wearing a cowboy hat and not one of those like Australian outback safari hats. But
Yeah.
I didn't create this book, so I have no say in it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Silver Coin. This is issue number 9. This one is by Vita and Michael Walsh. And
This is my favorite one.
is it? Yeah, I really like it. I don't know. I'll have to like I really like it, but I don't know. I feel like that Matthew Rosenberg, that last one was like my favorite one.
Yeah.
But I still really, really like this one a lot. So basically just about crooked cops and crooked cops uh doing real stuff in real times.
Yeah. 70s, right? That's
Yeah, the 70s through the 80s.
yeah, 70s through the 80s. But yeah, no, this it's I don't know. I think it was just the fact that it was like based on real events, and it also includes like a little lesson on what the story is based off of. I really, really like that. But yeah, I don't know. There was something just very enjoyable about this one. I love reading stories about crooked cops getting their due, you know?
Yeah, and that dude definitely got his due.
For sure.
Yeah, that book is just so good. It's like every time I'm just like, every time I read an issue, it's the best horror anthology. I'm like, yep. And then they're announcing all of the next like round of people coming up for the next story arc, and so I'm really stoked about that right now. So yeah, I'm glad it's gonna keep going, considering it was only supposed to be that one like little story arc, and I would love for it to go on forever. It doesn't ever have to end. It'll be fine.
So it looks like the next one is just Michael Walsh.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the next
Yeah, no,
like
no, no.
set.
I know. I was just like looking in the back because they always say who it's by, and I was like, wait a minute, we've seen all these. I didn't realize that it was just Michael Walsh in the next one.
It's like the last one and the last, because he did the issue 6
Yeah.
or issue 5 in that first run. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and like read them again because they're so good.
They are so good.
You know, in October, how we do the horror movie every day thing, we should do this with comics too, but like actually, like posting the comics and stuff that we're reading, like the horror comics. I think we should do like a different series every day or something like that, or a series a week or something. I don't know. I just think that'd be fun because we always do like movies and stuff, but it could be fun.
It could be fun. We'll see how much time I have.
Yeah, I forget. You're busy all the time.
I just read a lot. Got a lot of school. Good. Boom.
Okay, I've got Thor. This is issue number 22. God of Hammers, part 4. You know, Thor is just gathering up energy and stuff to fight his own hammer, who
Oh yeah, I was like, I forgot that was the whole thing.
yeah, who's fueled by the rage of Mangog. So that's a whole thing. This I'm talking shit right now, but I actually did really enjoy this issue, but because of Beta Ray Bill. He's in this and he has like, it's just Thor, it's fine. He recruits pretty much all of the superheroes that I don't know, have ever fought beside Thor to help them. So we've got like the Avengers, like Fantastic Four, like so many people are in this one. It seems a bit like it's a bit much, to be completely honest. There's no need to have that many people in one story. But I mean, Beta Ray Bill in it is just fantastic. So that's all I'm going to say about it. Someone does die, and Thor was upset.
That's how he gained all his energy.
It is.
Yeah, I flipped through the issue.
Yeah.
I think I gathered the important details. Just looked at the pictures.
Yep, that's exactly what I did too. I flipped through the end first because I was like, who is Donny Cates killing? And then I was like, okay, that's fair. Got it.
Okay, next I have Hekate's Will. This is issue number 2. This came out last week. I just picked it up this week because I wanted to see what it was all about after reading the first issue. I don't know. It's all right. I don't really have a lot to say beyond that.
Okay.
It has like a lot, like I like the color, like I like the colors and I like the art, but the story itself is just like I like it, but it's lacking something, and it feels like oddly like off in a way. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. What is it about again? I can't remember.
A graffiti artist who's like deciding their life will go back, they're like gonna change to a normal person, and they are doing like a last set of like graffiti art around New York City, like as a scavenger hunt for people to find. And they're helping, like they're a seamstress for this play that their best friend is in and their ex-girlfriend is in. So it's a lot about just like found family and relationships and being queer. It's like not bad. It's just like it just feels like a lot of stuff just like kind of piled in there.
Right. It's not doing a good like pacing of a story.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just like because I'm reading it with a lot of other stuff, so I'm not like just like taking it in the way I should, or if I'm just like not comprehending it.
That's fair. I mean, you've given it 2 issues now and you're still not into it, so
yeah. So that's sad. It's not bad, not like my favorite, so somebody else might feel differently. Okay, so next we have X Lives of Wolverine. This is issue number 3. This is the butterfly effect, but with Wolverine trying to maintain time and keeping people alive, but also killing people and trying to defeat Omega Red.
Yeah, he's literally popping through 3 timelines at once, trying to like keep everyone alive and safe. I did really enjoy this one quite a bit, and I don't know if it was just because of like how fast paced it was, like how desperate he is to like get to where he needs to be, and how you could like feel it as you were reading it.
Yeah.
Like I was on edge while reading it because I was like, he's not going to do it. He's too busy kissing his wife. But whatever, it is what it is.
I mean, I just really love the art in this book so much.
Right. And that was something that I was going to say is like, I do like X Deaths better for the story, but I love this one better for the art because the art is absolutely incredible. But this issue so far, I think, is my favorite out of all of them.
Yeah, I did really like this issue. That fucking whale was ridiculous, though.
I know. It took me a minute. I was like, the fuck is that? Because I forgot that beluga whales existed.
Just like, yeah, I'm gonna possess a giant whale.
Or was that a sperm whale? Who knows? It was a big white whale.
Yeah, it was Moby Dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's not a bad book. It's just a Wolverine book. And I don't know, like I guess I do need to read that last issue of X Deaths, I'm pretty sure still.
Yeah, I'll bring it in for you.
But it's just I don't know. It's like I like it and I don't like it. I don't know how to describe it. It's like maybe I just like it because it's like kind of actiony and it's Wolverine, and I
Right.
don't like it because it's also just like those fucking same things that you always have with Wolverine.
Yeah, always just being a fucking hard ass.
Well, and then also just being like a tool, or not a tool. I guess, yeah, like a tool for like other people's means. I didn't mean it like as in he is a tool. Just like he lets other people use him, and I don't, because he loves them and he wants to protect them, but at the same time it's just like, is this in the best interest of you?
He doesn't give a shit about himself. He truly doesn't. He's like, I'm gonna live through this no matter what. Like, do what you need to do, bub.
Do what you need to do, bub.
Bub.
Maybe. That's all I gotta say.
Right?
That's right. That's all I gotta say about that book.
That's all I've got to say as well.
All right, that's all we got. We just blew through that shit. But we're pretty deep into our comics at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. My next few weeks are going to be pretty small.
I think that's the same for me. I know this last like previews, I did not see a bunch of stuff, or this previews set of like weeks.
Right.
I didn't see a lot of books that like I was really into, but I think after like February, I have a crazy amount of books possibly coming in.
Yeah, I got a lot of trades. Like, I decided against a lot of series to add, and I instead ended up getting a bunch of trades, which might have been a mistake. I guess we'll see.
I special ordered a bunch of number ones, so just to test the waters, but not just dive right in. But
Yeah.
all right, that's it. That's all we got. So support your friends, support your local libraries, take care of each other, support your local comic book shops, go buy some comics. Heather, what do you got?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay, well, we love you. Thank you for listening to us, and we'll see you on the flippity flip.